Greetings YouTube, Joe here with Culination Media, and welcome back to another episode of The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. This is episode number 57, and in this episode, we're going to be entering the Spirit Temple yet again, except this time as an adult. So we have warped to the Desert Colossus area, and before we move on, I'm going to head over to where the secret quote-unquote fairy fountain is, because as you can see I'm pretty low on health and these levers are doing a number on me because I just can't seem to get away from them no matter how hard I try. They love me too much, man. So as you remember, you can go stand on this rock by the bed where the palm trees are, and you can play the Song of Storms to fill up the little reservoir with water, and that will also make a bunch of pink fairies, or red fairies. I'm not sure what they're supposed to be, but they look pink to me. That will make a bunch of fairies appear. And, oh, what happened there? It didn't fill up all of my health. That is not okay. Give me more health, fairies. Damn it, come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Why are they making this so difficult? There we go. Of course I get 3 at once. Whatever. Let's see if I can get back there without getting hurt. It's so close. It's so close. Damn it. I didn't think I was actually going to be able to accomplish that, but it was a nice thought. Alright. Well, entering the Spirit Temple yet again. This time, we will actually be able to move on a little bit. Those statues are Armos this time, so they will move around. And try to attack you pretty much as soon as you walk by them, especially if you make contact with them, so don't brush up against them. This silver block that is blocking your way requires these Silver Gauntlets to be able to move it, so if you haven't done the whole Child Link thing in the Spirit Temple with obtaining the Silver Gauntlets, you're going to need to go do that before you will be able to progress any further in the temple. In fact, you can't really do anything as Adult Link in the temple at all without grabbing the Silver Gauntlets in the past. So in this room here, with this spinning blade thing on the floor, we have a locked door in front of us that requires a small key. And then we have a barred door to the left and a barred door to the right. So I don't remember exactly what I'm supposed to be doing in this room. I might have to kill the Armos that are back here, so I'm going to go do that really fast. There are a couple of ways that you can kill Armos. If you have the Vigor sword, you will be able to kill them without using bombs, but I don't know, I feel like that's kind of a cheap way to kill them. I like to kill them with bombs, even though I'm really bad at it. But regardless, once you kill them, or hurt them enough to where they're about to die, they will spaz out at you and freak out and run after you in like a suicide attempt. What you can do is shoot them with arrows to awaken them while a bomb is just about to explode on them in order to finish them off even faster. And apparently I was not supposed to kill all the enemies because that did not do me any good. I don't think there are any keys or anything down here. No, okay, so it must not have been an enemy thing. As you can see, that hole in the ceiling will end up being a shortcut for us later, so that will allow you to skip a good portion of the temple later on, but we'll probably get to that maybe in the next episode. Anywho, what we actually needed to do apparently was a switch on the ceiling. You just need to shoot that with an arrow or your hook shot, and that will unlock the door to the left. Once we enter the door to the left, there's a Wolfos, and he just fell right off the edge, so I'm not going to worry about him. There is a little Triforce symbol that is engraved on the ground on the left-hand side by the wall. If you go over there, you can play the Zelda's Lullaby to make a large chest appear pretty much directly in front of you on a platform across the way. So you can use your long shot or your hook shot to, I guess, long shot over to the chest itself, and when you open it, you receive the compass for this dungeon. Just fabulous. Oh, shut up, Mr. Wolfos. Nobody asked you. Why are you freaking out? I just had to kill him because he was annoying me. Are there really no more enemies in this room? Just the Wolfos? That's it? That's ridiculous. Apparently there's nothing else in this room at all. This is a boring room. I guess we're headed back where we came from. And the Beamos is back. That's not cool. But anyway, we're just going to bypass that and go to the right-hand door. And in this room, it's filled with silver rupees and time blocks and giant rolling boulders. I hate these things with a passion because they hate me. They really just don't like me at all. And I don't know why, but... Or maybe they like me too much. Maybe that's the problem, because they tend to, like, run over my body all the time. I'm constantly getting run over by these things. Whether I'm actually legitimately trying to avoid them or not, they find me and just decide that they want to run me over. Anyway, if you use the Song of Time to remove that song block over there, you can reveal a golden Skulltula, which you can then kill and collect the token. As for this silver rupee in the center, I'm going to skip that for now, because I don't remember exactly what I'm supposed to do with that. We'll figure it out, though, because we are smart. There's another song block over here, so we might as well play the Song of Time to remove that one and see what happens. And as that song block disappears, was it moved back to where it was before? That's kind of weird. Well, apparently we needed to do that because... really? Stupid time blocks. But anyway, apparently we needed to do that because there was a silver rupee behind that block, so... Make sure you have the Song of Time. Okay, so we're going to play it again, and that will remove this block, which I think this is what we had before. How did that hit me? My goodness. Okay, so I think I have an idea about getting this silver rupee. I don't believe you can just run off the edge and get it, but I might be able to do it with the hover boots and get just enough distance to where I can fall kind of sort of like diagonally on it. Yes! Score! Once you get all of the silver rupees in the room, the bars that are over the door on the far end will remove themselves, and we have a small treasure chest here with a small key, and well, that's what we needed. Be careful of the like that drops from the ceiling. I think it came from the ceiling. Kind of came out of nowhere. No, 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 no. Why am I constantly getting eaten by these things? Why does everything like me so much? Okay, so our shield and tunic is gone. Yada, yada, yada. I'm used to it by now. The last, like, 4 times I faced likes, I got eaten by them. Got our shield. And there's our tunic. Maybe the likes just don't want us to wear the Zora tunic. Maybe they think that Link looks bad in blue, because seriously, every time that I get eaten, I'm wearing the Zora tunic. I mean, go back and check. It's always while I'm wearing the Zora tunic. I don't understand. And the only logical explanation would be that the likes have something against Link in blue. It makes them aggressive. It makes them hungry. Hungry for Link's fabric. Yeah, alright. I got weird. But anyway, moving on. Once we get through the locked door, there's a couple of evil pots in the room, as well as another like. And I'm not going to get eaten by you. I'm going to kill you. I am your master. Oh, yeah. Don't forget, you cannot block when you have the Bigoron sword out. So if you have that drawn, using the block button or the shield button is not going to do anything. He'll try to block with the sword itself. And in most cases, that's not going to block whatever attack is incoming. Okay, so once we climb up the rock wall there, we have an invisible floor master. So make sure you have the Lens of Truth ready to go. And once he separates, if you time your spin attack correctly, you will be able to knock out all 3 of them at once, but that just did not work out for me. And now we have this like cobra-shaped thing with a mirror on it that is reflecting light. So you can slide it around the room so that it's pointing in different directions. And we're going to want to slide it and find the correct sun switch in order to open the door. So those first two were incorrect, but they did leave behind small chests. And the second one from the right is going to be the one that opens the door. I'm not even going to worry about those small treasure chests because they just contain arrows, bomb shoes, bombs, that kind of stuff. Don't remember exactly what it is, but it's stuff that I don't need. So the statue, when you first enter the room, is an Armo, so you can kill that pretty easily. You can just use your Bigoron sword or bombs or whatever you want. I'm not your mom. Let's go up the stairs. This room is very important because it will eventually lead to the boss room. And there's a couple of things to keep note of here. First of which is that switch across the way that I was looking at. There it is. And also the Triforce symbol that is on the giant statue's hand. So we will be taking advantage of both of those things in a little bit. There also will be a shortcut to a different room, as well as access to the boss room, but I think I said that already. Okay, so we actually have been in this room, and you'll recognize this from when we were in here as a child, because we had to push this Armo statue off, and that unlocked the door. We already have done all this stuff, and this will also lead to the part of the temple that we completed as Child Link, so I mean, that part isn't so great because there's nothing we can do over there, but I guess if you missed anything and you want to go back, you can. Where Navi is turning green over here, you can play the Scarecrow song to make Pierre appear, but you actually don't need to do that. If you have the long shot, you can both kill the Golden Skulltula that we saw as a child and obtain the token for it. So, not going to worry about that. This room, crap, the door locked behind me, so I have to do this puzzle again. But this is where we were as a child, so I'm going to do this over again, and we need to actually go back to the room that we were just in. I went the wrong way! That was fun. Kind of time-consuming, but fun nonetheless. Alright, so now we're going to actually do what we need to do in this room, hopefully. We'll put on the hover boots, and that gives us just enough distance to get over to the statue's hand with the Triforce symbol on it. We'll pull out our Ocarina, our trusted Ocarina. And we'll play Zelda's Lullaby, because it is the song of the royal family. I was kind of surprised that they did not put that in Majora's Mask, but that's okay. So once you play the Zelda's Lullaby and make the treasure chest appear on the opposite hand, you can use the long shot to get over there, which I think makes matters so much easier. Once you open the chest, you'll find a small key, so you can't really get around not doing that part. It's not really optional, you must do it. Oh, why am I so awful with the hook shot? The last couple of episodes have been just horrendous, showing off my awful, awful long shot skills. I don't know why, but this controller is so touchy and I'm just not very good at maneuvering with it. I don't know why. In the next room, we are greeted by a Beamos up on a little pillar. And instead of just running past him, I'm going to kill him because, I don't know. I just want to. I feel like it's the right thing to do. And once we go through the door is locked behind us. And we're left with a couple of Beamos. And also, at least one, if not maybe more than that, of these mummy creatures, these floating Anubis. And you can kill them very easily and bypass the puzzle with fire arrows. I believe there are 3 of them. Yeah, the other one's hanging out over there. If you have the fire arrows, that will make your life so much easier because you don't have to worry about hitting the switches and having to mirror your moves so that they correctly land in the fire spot that's created by the switch. So, yeah, I would recommend using the fire arrows. Once you kill all the enemies in the room, the door on the left will unlock. And that's where we're headed, because the only other door in this area is a locked door, and we need a small key. In the next room, we have 4 Armo statues. What you want to do is shoot one of them with an arrow, and he will then step on the switch, and very quickly before he steps off the switch, run through the door, because it does require a wait in order to stay unlocked. In the next room, we're faced with an Iron Knuckle here, and we're going to go right into the battle because we're about to get the dungeon item after this mini-boss fight. So you can weaken him with bombs, as we did in the last battle. No, stop doing that, Link. But this did he really just hit me with the remnants of a pillar that he destroyed? Regardless. That was not good. He hit me head-on with that axe. I love Iron Knuckles, though. These fights are so much fun. To see how much quicker he goes down with the Viggoron sword, that was like 3 times faster than the fight as a child. But I still think the fights, even with the Master Sword and the Kokiri Sword, I think they're so much fun. I love fighting the Iron Knuckles. They're one of my favorite Zelda enemies of all time. Anyway, once we go through the door, it's into the clearing and outside with a large treasure chest to obtain the dungeon item, the Mirror Shield. The shield's polished surface can reflect light or energy. Press R to use it. And it's all fancy with its red outline and platinum-y silver center. It's pretty awesome. And this is my favorite Mirror Shield design. I don't really like how they changed it afterwards. Especially in Majora's Mask. It looks so stupid. But anyway, that's going to be the end of this episode, guys. In the next episode, we're going to continue our way through the Spirit Temple. Thank you very much for watching, and please stay tuned for episode number 58. Game on!